thank you for using our services. Now, I'm sure you're probably aware of this already, but it's important for our regulations that I tell you. Miss Kaomi, you died already.
Yes, I know that.
So, our company, before you go, Incorporated, is a company that presents services to those who died already to fulfill their last wish.
Wish?
Yes, madam. However, we cannot change anything in the world from which you've come. Let me introduce you to our services, if you don't mind. The first service is to meet someone for the last time. Now, this person can be anyone, a friend, a lover, a parent, even your dog. But it can be only one person, and they won't be able to see you.
What if I couldn't tell you what he looks like?
What do you mean?
I'm blind.
Oh, I'm sorry for my rudeness.
Please, don't be.
Before you decide, let me introduce you to the other options. The second option is the company can send you back to a part of your memory, but you can only oversee it. You can't talk to anyone or touch anything.
Is that possible?
Yeah. Please, don't rush. There is one final service option.
Sorry. Please, keep going.
So the final service option is to become someone or something that you want, like an Oscar winner or the United States President. The company creates a virtual reality simulation for one day so you can experience the fantasies you didn't get to while you're alive.
Anything?
Anything. Maybe even to help you see the world.
Oh, no, I don't need that.
Well, which service would you like?
I'm sorry, I'm not sure yet.
If you're struggling, you could start with a good memory.
A good memory? Good memory. Well, the best time of my life is when my parents were around, but they died when I was 9. Or at least that's what they told me. I started living with my aunt since that day. Must have been hard for her. I mean, she was a single mum working at 7-Eleven. She moved into our house with her 6-year-old boy.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Please, don't be. But not for long, I start to feel like I'm the one that doesn't fit in my own house. She starts meeting different men. She wants to find a father for her son, and she loves her son. That's human nature, right?
Yes? Are you okay?
Sorry, I'm fine. Don't worry about it. I understand her. I hide in the darkest corners of the room. I tried my best to hide everything about myself in that house, even in my own room. I am the extra one in the house. I thank her. I thank her for giving me food to eat every day. I don't have the right to ask for more. Her life is a mess too, but I wouldn't say that was a good time for me. Everything was dark until he came.
I'm sorry?
Nothing. Just, we are talking about the good memory, right?
Yeah, we are.
Well, a true good memory for me started the day that man came.
Who?
He was the only one who was really nice to me. He came round every weekend and he used to bring me things like cake or sweets or toys. It would be ice cream in the summer, hot chocolate in the winter, apple pie in autumn, and it would be flowers in the spring. But my favourite thing was a stuffed animal. Sadly, I never found out what kind of animal it was. He is my aunt's boyfriend, and I could be wrong, but I think I was in love with him. I wasn't sure what love felt like at the time. I just knew that the only time I felt happy was the days that he came over. And every time he left, I had this pain in my heart. I guess that's the feeling of love, That is, right?
I guess. I've never been in love before.
Really?
I'm jealous of you.
Why?
I died before falling in love with anybody. That's the main reason I'm working here.
What do you mean?
Years ago, I was sitting where you were sat, and I said that I wanted to know what love was. Next thing I know, I find myself sitting here, listening to people's stories. Also to try and get an explanation of love.
So, did you find out?
I think you just gave it to me.
I'm so glad you said that. I feel like I did the right thing.
What did you do?
I left the house that my parents left for me and I tried to find him. I didn't tell my aunt. I didn't think she would care. Well, I was right.
She never looked for you.
Well, I guess that was a relief for me.
So? Did you find him?
No. I searched everywhere and I asked everyone, but he just disappeared from the world. Nowhere to find. Even his shadow disappeared from the world. But nobody ever saw him. And it didn't take me long to realise I don't even know what he looks like.
Miss? Are you okay?
I'm fine. Sorry, I was distracted again. Sorry, that was one of my problems. I've decided I'd like to hear his voice again.
Just his voice? We can let you see his face if you want.
That's good enough. I've lived my whole life in the dark, and I'm not even sure if the dark that I see is the same as the dark other people have described. But I don't think I'm ready to see anything, especially him. That might be too much for me.
Okay. I understand. We're ready. If you'd like to exit through that door there to complete the service. And please, enjoy your life after that. So, do you have any idea about which service you'd be interested in?
No.
That's okay. If you're struggling, we could always start with a memory. Do you have a memory you'd like to relive? About your family, maybe?
No, not really. They were not really close to me. Have you ever become the hope of your family?
Not really. I had quite a simple childhood.
Really? What was that like?
I'm sorry. We're not allowed to talk about our own stories in this room.
Why?
To be more professional, I guess.
I'm so jealous of you.
Why?
For me, childhood was nothing good, but tore my present life apart. When I was a boy, I was told that I was smarter than any other child around me. And when you're told something in childhood, you believe it, really have faith in it.
In the time I've been working here, I've heard that a lot.
Do you agree with that?
No. Not really. But please, keep going.
Sure. We're not here to argue our ideologies.
I'm just here to be a listener.
I feel like we're the same kind of person.
I guess. I think you're a lot smarter than me then.
Objectively speaking, I am smart. I'm a really fast learner. And not for long, I realised that I was not only smarter than the kids around me, in fact, I was smarter than most adults. Deadliest? I was smarter than my parents. I'm even curious as to how their DNA formed me. They were just two mortals, but I was formed to be extraordinary. And they knew that too. So everything they did was about me, such as work harder, transfer me to a better school. I guess you could say I'm not the son of normal people's minds. Am I being too arrogant?
Maybe a little. What does your family think?
All my family believe I'll be something great. They throw all their hope on me.
So that puts you under pressure?
Not really. I finished college and started to move away from the safe zone. Pretty soon, I realised that smart is not the only thing you need to be successful. Harsh society smashed me to the ground. Even some of the more stupid kids were doing better than me.
And your family?
After many years of failures, my family started to give up on me. I disappointed them over and over again. One day my dad had a really long conversation with me. And suddenly my world became black and white. Starting from that moment, I stopped feeling either happy or sad. From that day, every day, I dreamt about wells without water, and I'm at the bottom, looking up, trying to crawl out.
Sir?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Just the one person that I want to see has left the world already.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Will I see her again in the afterlife?
I don't know. Sadly, I don't know much about what happens to you after you complete the service.
Well, then I guess not. Because we're here to fulfill our last wish, right? I might forget everything after this.
I guess. I don't know, but that sounds right.
So, if this is the last time I'll remember any of this, can you listen to me? Listen to my story.
That's why I'm here.
Thanks.
It's no problem. You really are smart, by the way.
I'll try my best to take that as a compliment.
It is one.
Thanks. Well, my story actually begins after my world was crushed. I found a job, a normal job. I couldn't even remember what it was. I finally didn't need my family's help to pay my bills. I guess I had the highest education of my colleagues. As I said, I used to see the world as black and white. But on that day, I saw colour.
What do you mean?
Do you like the moon?
The moon? Yeah. I guess I like the moon. It's beautiful, even if I haven't seen it for a while.
And have you ever thought about owning the moon?
What do you mean?
Well, as you said, the moon is beautiful. And to pursue beauty is human nature. Like in Pushkin's poem, although the poet suffered a great deal, he never gave up his pursuit of love and beauty.
Yes, but we're simply humans, so we can't own the moon, right?
Exactly. A normal person cannot own the moon. Just a curious question. You've seen hundreds of dead people here already. What is the number one thing people cannot give up on?
Maybe love?
Well, then I guess I'm nothing but an ordinary person. She walked into my world with colour.
That's good, I guess.
I'm just terrified of hurting her, or disappointing her as I did with my parents. Or even just feel like an ordinary person like me just doesn't deserve her. But I still want to be with her. Even though she has someone she loves already. But I'll be with her in my own way.
And what exactly is your own way?
Well, I followed her everywhere she goes. The world was only colourful where she was. I miss that colourful world very much. And to pursue beauty is human nature.
I'm sorry.
Icarus flew to the sun and never reached it. He used wax in the wings and he fell from the sky. I desired once. Desired to hold, to own the moon. To hold the sun in my own hand. And on that day, my sun had fallen from the sky. She disappeared. I tried to find her, trust me, I tried really hard, but she couldn't be found.
What?
A few days later, I found out she'd been killed. What a colourful white dress she had that day.
I'm sorry.
The police claimed that I was the one that had killed her. The reason is obvious. For all the people living in that cold-blooded society that said I was the one that had killed her, I was sent to jail by them. The world was already pointless when she was gone. My world went back to black and white. Not too soon, I followed my son.
That is a sad story.
No, there's nothing sad about it. Sorry for all this mess from me. It's not a pretty story, is it? I feel like all the services you have here don't suit me.
Maybe you'd like to become someone for a day.
If it's possible, I want to be a cicada.
A cicada.
A cicada.
Why?
Well, when I was a boy, I was obsessed with insects. Did you know a cicada's brain makes more serotonin than any other animal in the world?
No, I did not know.
I want that serotonin. To feel happiness for once in my life.
All right. We're ready. If you'd like to exit through that door there, we can complete the service.
Love. It might be the end of the rainbow. Attracted people, giving them the courage to leave the house. Sometimes love is the medicine of this cold world. It's joy and fantasy and the inspiration for human beings. But sometimes love is the coffin that buries our reason. Please, enjoy your life after that. Enjoy the show.